And this is the Winston Open, where the first part, before we lead into the Winston itself, there'll be 29 cars, 20 laps, and a little correction. Initially, the Winston was going to be a 30 lapper. It's actually going to be 40. There is no 30 laps, so we're going to do it as 40 laps for the Winston. It'll be the same rules with the Busch. Little correction on that. But our qualifying field for the Winston Open, on the pole will be J.G. Inorin, the pole sitter at Talladega, and on the outside will be Alyssa Kondo, the number 20, a pair of olds to start the field. Row number 2 will be Zach Carlson, the 57. He wants to join Skylin in the Winston, and Austin Hughes, the number 99, the California pole sitter. Row number 3 will be Aaron Reed and Dylan Petit, a couple that want to get in for good. Haley Summerfield in row number 4, the pole sitter at Atlanta, and Joel Qualls are on the outside. Joel wants to join James.
Drivers, start your engines.
As I said, Joel wants to join James in the Winston. Ryan Acosta and Tim Walsh make row number 5. Row 6 will be Dylan Hughes and Daniel Schwab. Daniel was our Texas pole sitter. Row number... Tim Walsh. Dylan Hughes and Daniel Schwab. Row number 7 is Liam Campbell and Ray Castor. Row number 8 will be Kathy Cantara and John Acosta. Row 9 will be Colin Cropley and Connor Breton. Row number 10 will be Jake Cole, the pole sitter at Darlington, and John Dawson, who wants to join Sasha and Alexander and Michael. He's the only Dawson not qualified for the Winston. I don't think he wants to be the one, the spectator, that race. John Douglas and Stephanie Naylor makes row number 11. Eric Matthews and Jackie Qualls makes row number 12. Paige Johnson and Trey Campbell are row number 13. Paige with the pole sitter at Rockingham. Row 14 to be Chris Dollarton and Ryan Cooper. And rounding out the field will be Josh Osborne, who came so close to winning at Daytona, but not able to get it done. And so he's going to be shotgun the field 20 laps around Charlotte Motor Speedway. Top 2 transfer, so you want to get in the top 2 spots just to get into the Winston. It'll be a 15-car field, 40 laps for them. Pace car pulls off. We're going to go green flag racing right here, right now, with J.G. Inorin and Alyssa Kondo to lead them into the green. Early lead to Alyssa Kondo. Now Zach Carlson trying to get into the second spot. Aaron Reed moving in there to third. Now obviously we're not claiming points, so anything could really happen here. You just get bragging rights. This is more of a qualifiers race, but the Winston itself is a bragging rights race. As Aaron Reed's going to make a move to the number 2 spot. Inorin's going to lead the pace. The first lap in the bag. And 3 wide right here. Aaron Reed going up high is the number 57 of Zach Carlson. Got pinned a little bit by Aaron Reed, but so far so good. Haley Summerfield's going to battle for the second spot. Right now J.G. Inorin running away with this, so Alyssa Kondo sliding up high, almost made contact with the number 57 of Zach Carlson. Ryan Acosta in the number 4, Kodak, Delco, Remy, Cutlass, making a move to the inside to try for that number 2 spot, with help from Dylan Hughes. So far so good. Now Ryan Acosta starting to make the field. Dylan Hughes right there to get the 3rd spot. Liam Campbell trying to make a move in there with the 4th spot. 3 abreast going on right here, almost. As Dylan Hughes kind of goes to the outside, letting Liam Campbell get the number 2 spot. And right now, that's your eyes are going to be right there as J.G. Inorin leads the field thus far. There's Kathy Cantara leading the inside contingent with the Folgers Lumina. Colin Cropley right there as well. He wants to get in there. Ray Castor in the Coors Light Ford. You got Fords. You've got 3 beer cars in the top 5. You got the Stroh's Light Ford, the Coors Light Ford, and the Budweiser Banquet Foods Baby Ruth Ford. That is Colin Cropley. Is now Liam Campbell's going to make a challenge on J.G. Inorin. He's going to take the lead here. Ray Castor's going to follow suit, and he'll take the number 2 spot. Kathy Kantara is going to make a move to get the number 3 spot. There's Jake Cole, who was one of the guys in the top 5, but he did not get in because obviously he's not the highest ranked non-finisher. Alex Filter was the points leader, thus he had not won, and he got the number 13 qualifying spot. And now Ray Castor makes a move to the inside to take the number 1 spot away from Liam Campbell. Jake Cool's going to try to help, as well as John Douglas in the number 51 Exxon Lumina, Eric Matthews in the number 20 Maxwell House Ford, Paige Johnson in the Valvoline 75 Pontiac, all doing battle. Ray Castor leads. Here comes Jake Cole. We're only at lap number 7, so anything can still happen. As now 3 wide going into turn number 3, actually coming down the back straightaway with the number 51 of John Douglas right there in between. Right now it is Jake Cole leading the race. Ray Castor's now in second, as you see Liam Campbell going up high. Could get tricky at any given moment. I think you guys ought to be careful. They're 3 wide going down the front and tries to stripe. Liam Campbell. You see also there the number 25 of Kathy Kantara. Liam goes way high, tags the wall briefly. There's Josh Osborne, who was the shotgun of the field. He's already made himself into the top 5. Passing John Douglas. There's Dylan Hughes. Colin Cropley. J.G. Anoran right there, 3 abreast. Almost going up into the wall was the number 25 of Kathy Kantara. And here comes out the number 5 of Tim Walsh in the Levi Garrett Lumina. And now Eric Matthews leads the field. Paige Johnson trying to make a move there. Ironically, Paige's sister Emily is qualified for the Busch contingent of the All-Star race with her win at South Boston. I know Paige wants to put a Johnson in that race. There's Dylan Petit and Joel Qualls. Joel wants to join son James in the Busch, in the Winston. Dylan Petit with the Hooters Ford right there as well. Currently leading is Chris Dollarton. Josh Osborne is on the outside. Here comes again Dylan Hughes yet again. A lot of swapping positions as we're getting ready for the halfway point. 10 down and 10 to go here in the Winston Open. And Dylan Hughes leads. Dylan Hughes is going to make a move to try to take the lead from Chris Dollarton. Trey Campbell right there to try to take the number 2 spot. A lot of moving going on. There's Colin Cropley going to the inside of Austin Hughes. So you got a Hughes in the front, you've got a Hughes in third, and here comes Colin Cropley into Budweiser Banquet Foods, Baby Ruth Ford, Thunderbird. And right now, he's going to try to big move for the number 3 spot as well. It gets really tight down there and we got trouble. Colin Cropley's in it. Josh Osborne, then you got Connor Breton spinning. And they're still going. There's John Dawson, Paige Johnson, Haley Summerfield, Chris Dollarton, and we're under yellow. We were going good, and then we hit trouble. And that will end certain racers' days as a shot at getting into Winston. Dylan Hughes currently leads with Trey Campbell second. So let's see what happened there, as obviously we were watching everything that was going on, particularly with the number 11 of Colin Cropley, who is out of the race. Another unfortunate circumstance for Colin. And I'll say this right now, you don't want to tick off Colin Cropley. You do that, be prepared to get into a flame war. I'm just saying that right now. And I can make fun of it a little bit. I'll poke fun at it from time to time. Don't worry about it. There's what's happened. Josh Osborne got squeezed right there with Chris Dollarton and Tim Walsh. There's Austin Hughes just getting missed, and then Colin Cropley got into the wall, collecting Osborne, collecting Paige Johnson. Eric Matthews kind of got tagged in there too. And there's where we saw with Alexander Dawson John Dawson. Ending his day. Haley Summerfield was tagged. Let's see what was the reason behind Haley Summerfield's taggings. I'm apparently thinking that was because, yep, tagged in the rear by a spitting Paige Johnson. And then you had Ray Castor and Connor Breton going into the wall. Right there. You saw Connor Breton get trapped by Alyssa Kondo, and he went right into Castor. Castor's day is over. And then there was the bumping and the shoving going on there. There was a little bit of a shoving match with John Dawson and Daniel Schwab. Kind of got into a little bit of a shoving match. That was interesting right there. Let's see what's going on here. Yep, because here comes John Dawson, Daniel Schwab, and they both pinned each other, and Aaron Reed kind of got a little touch there too. And then the lead back to the line was Dylan Hughes beating Trey Campbell. So that's what happened there. Tough break for what we saw for those that were involved. So we are under caution. It's only lap number 14 of 20. So right now, Dylan Hughes leads the field. Trey Campbell's in second. Father Austin Hughes is in third. So I think the Hugheses would want to finish 1 and 2. Tim Walsh is in fourth. Joel Qualls is fifth. Dylan Petit is sixth. J.G. Norton, our pole sitter, is sixth. Kathy Kandar is seventh. Eric Matthews is eighth. Alyssa Kondo is ninth. Jake Cole is 10th. John Acosta is 11th. Eric Matthews is 9th. Alyssa Kondo is 10th. Jake Cole is 11th. John Acosta is 12th. Liam Campbell is 13th. Ryan Acosta is 14th. John Douglas is 15th. Jackie Qualls is 16th. Stephanie Miller is 17th. Ryan Cooper 18th. Daniel Schwab, Aaron Reed, Zach Carlson, Josh Osborne, Ray Castor, Paige Johnson, Connor Breton, Haley Summerfield, Chris Dollarton. Colin Cropley has unfortunately dropped out of the race. A tough break for Colin Cropley. And John Dawson also has dropped out of the race. Tough break for both Colin Cropley and John Dawson. And John will have to be the spectator to watch the other Dawsons do battle in the Winston. This will be the only Dawson not to run in the Winston. I don't know how you'd be feeling about that. So it's lap number 15. It'll look like that we're probably going to go green this time by. Caution lights have gone out, so yep, it'll be 3 laps to go. It'll be 4 laps to go for Dylan Hughes in the mellow yellow 42 Pontiac and the Skull Bandit Olds of Trey Campbell right there behind him. And then Austin Hughes, who's looking to get that transfer spot in the Food Line, Armor Foods Lumina. And then you have Tim Walsh, the Levi Garrett Lumina of number 5 as well. And I know Austin wants to get in that top 2. He's got to get around Trey Campbell. You know, I think the best thing for the Hughes family is both of them finish the top 2. Then boom, they're both in the Winston. It'll be 4 laps to go. Hopefully, we'll be able to finish this race and with a clean finish that we had for the most part until that what we just had with Colin Cropley and Josh Osborne and Chris Dollarton. Coming out of turns 3 and 4, pace car's gonna drop in, hopefully for the last time of this race, and it'll be left to Dylan Hughes, Trey Campbell, Austin Hughes, Tim Walsh, Joel Qualls, and the like to do battle. As they come on by, lights up the green flag, and we are racing big time jump for Dylan Hughes. That's what will help him in extending his gap to qualify. Dylan Petit going up high. Now Joel Qualls is going to make a move to the 4th spot. And he's maybe going to take a little bit more. I think I'm going to focus on the... Here comes Austin Hughes going to the inside. He's going to challenge Trey Campbell. And he's going to do just that. He wants to make it a 1-2 punch for the Hughes family. Son and father. Dylan Hughes still going to lead that lap. It'll be 3 laps to go for Dylan Hughes. And now Austin Hughes has got the transfer spot. Here comes your pole sitter again, J.G. Honorin, sticking his head back in the game right now. And now Austin Hughes takes the lead. So now Dylan drops back at the 3rd, but here comes J.G. Honorin with the help of Kathy Cantora and the number 25 Lumina. Tim Walsh right there alongside. This time it will be 2 laps to go. J.G. Honorin, our pole sitter. Everything's old is new again. He's got the number 1 spot. Still anybody's race, provided we don't go yellow at any given point. Case in point, Kathy Cantara and the Folgers Lumina. And this time by, it will be white flag. And here comes Tim Walsh making a move to the inside. Now he'll get in the mix. There's once again Joel Qualls. He wants to join his son James in the Winston. White flag, 1 lap to go. Let's get it on. There's once again Austin Hughes. He wants to get his head back in the game here. Inside move. He's got it. And he's going to take that transfer spot. Same thing with Dylan Hughes. Tim Walsh currently leads the field. The Hughes family, father and son, coming in there 3 wide, going into turns number 3 and 4, heading down for the final time. Dylan Hughes, Austin Hughes, Tim Walsh. Could we see father and son in? Checkered flag flies. Austin Hughes wins. Dylan Hughes, I think, got 2nd, and I think they accomplished what they were shooting for. The Hughes family, yep, 1 and 2. Father wins, son 2nd. Both of them getting the Winston. What a good race to be a Hughes family member. Austin wins. Dylan gets 2nd. Tim Walsh is 3rd. Jake Cole 4th. Kathy Cantara 5th. Then Joel Qualls, John Douglas, Jackie Qualls making a move into the top 10. Very good showing. J.G. Honorin, a pole sitter. Trey Campbell, who started the green flag off the yellow, in 2nd. Then it was Alyssa Kondo, Zach Carlson, Ryan Acosta, Stephanie Naylor, Daniel Schwab, Dylan Petit, who started off at the top 10, dropped back. Ryan Cooper, John Acosta, Eric Matthews, Liam Campbell, Aaron Reed, Haley Summerfield, Connor Breton, Josh Osborne, Paige Johnson, Ray Castor, Chris Dollarton, Colin Cropley, and John Dawson had dropped out. As you can kind of see, Austin Hughes kind of getting a little bit more time out in the track. Well, he's going to be back out there nonetheless, as he and his son Dylan will be competing in the Winston. Congratulations to Austin. Congratulations to Dylan. They are both in the Winston, which will be coming up. They'll be joining Tim Fiegel, Alexander Dawson, James Qualls, Jamie Banks, Chantel Ibarra, Megan Yee, Vanessa Franzen, Keon Shaw, Johnny Gardner, Michael Dawson, Skylin Carlson, and Sasha Dawson, and Alex Filter in the Winston coming up.